Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Marius. Hello, Geert. Hello, Thunder. Names I can see already. Max been in and out. Quite a nice afternoon with Andre and with Neil here in Discord. We all keep on testing. Just testing. So, this is now the actual Zibomod with the latest fix I need to test. We've already seen Neil's tests. There seems to be a bit of a rolling motion that happens with the autopilot. We'll see in my flight if I get the same thing. I am flying local today. I'm flying between Lanseria, which is just down the road here from my house in Joburg, and we're going down to King Shaka in Durban. This is about an hour flight. What we're going to look at is obviously stability in the flight model. I'm using the explain real weather because that's where most of the problems are. We don't really have stability problems in the flight model with xEnviro. So this is what we're going to test. We're going to see how it works. Zibo is also busy tweaking the weather, the meter here in the FMC. Mac just quickly came and showed me there's a slight discrepancy compared to what we should see. It's gonna send it again, show you guys. It looks better, it's much better, but it's not the cigar situation yet. We can't celebrate. See, there should be another 9, so it should be 9999, but it's only showing 999. It's so small, I missed it. Mac caught it, and so that was the one tested. Now we just have to actually go fly, see what happens, if we've got the rocking motion or not. We obviously started a bit early.
Ground to cockpit, toes driving up.
We're already loaded. Let's quickly run through the FMC and push and go. Guys, if you have any questions about the earlier stream about level up and so, feel free to ask anyway in the stream. I'll answer what I can.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Yeah, we're waiting for the APU, then we'll disconnect. Right, so there's no departure. We will be using runway 07. We'll do heading select takeoff, and then we have information down there. So there's going to be a vector or a discontinuity that we will figure out when we get there. So now it's connected. JSV, that's Joburg International. There you can see FALE, that's the VOR. So we'll be turning to that after takeoff. Right, at that vector we can take out. I'm not flying online, there's no ATC, so it should be fine. Right. FP comes to I. It's a lot.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
And 125. Heading select into the VNAT thing, it's not a problem. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Good, good. How are you doing, Thunder?
I'm good.
Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Here you go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Right, guys, I heard back from Eugenie regarding the Linda for level up. He says we must just be patient until after New Year unless a miracle happens. Obviously, they're all, not so much concentrating on work, so just bear with him. The Linda will come when they're ready. Apparently, there's some script updates as well that needs to happen, so I'm happy for them to take a day or two extra to give us a much better Linda.
25N2.
No, I'm just not sitting and talking the whole time, Scotsman. Hello, Andy. Oh yeah, I remember those days. Oosh, I always fly the early flight out of here as well.
Starter cutout.
Oh no, I'm not an entertainer. I'm sorry, I'm a teacher. I claim today. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
25N2.
Hello, Jet Power. Welcome back.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit please?
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time. Have a lekker flight.
Thank you.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Right, I'm done with our checklist. Let's go. And there's the pin gone already. Move it, move it.
Taxi lights on.
Sorry to hear about that, Scotsman. That you need to keep your seatbelt on. Once we pass 10,000 foot, we'll release the cabin. You can go and raid the galley. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some cold drinks and some booze of some sorts there.
Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
You were supposed to do it, man.
Trim down.
Unless I touched it with my knee, I do apologize.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Oh, up and down and up and down and up and down. Look, it's another incline coming. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Look at this, look at this. Come, come, vooma, vooma.
Stabilized.
Getting seasick on the ground. Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Look at that. Yeah, flaps 5, green light, we're ready to go. Boom, 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 boom.
Approaching 07.
It's almost like at Ketchikan, eh? Remember that? PANC. What's it? PIKT, sorry. PIKT.
On runway 07.
Right. So when they made this new runway, they never thought of really extending it proper. I suppose they ran out of real estate, but now we just got to work with it. Toga. Let's go.
Takeoff thrust set.
Dit gaan goed en met jou. Lekker dag vir jou
90
ook.
knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate.
Back slow.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Oh, nonsense,
Positive rate.
man. Hey, get up. I'm a little bit.
Acceleration altitude.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Flaps 1 set.
I must say, it feels lovely to fly by hand.
Flaps up and set. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Yeah, no, this thing feels like it flies like a tree. Let's go to Command A there. There's Kailami racetrack for those of you that follow Formula One. In the old days, that was a big one here in Africa. This is Midrand and all the estates around that.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Stella.
Hello, Andy.
My mic goes out. Sorry.
No worries. No. I knew you would answer when you can. There's Oliver Tambo there, right there underneath the cloud now. Right in front of us. Yeah, this is my valley, jet power. This is where I spent my days. See, there's the Oliver Tambo airport runway and everything right there. Yes, sir. This is where I stay. Zero 03 left, 03 right. Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, now that we have the autos in here and like with whatever Microsoft does, it brings such a new dimension. Because I mean, I can tell you where what is basically, you know, because I know the area here. It's flipping amazing. The funny thing about Johannesburg is, look, the moment you just leave the city, the farms begin. You know, it's like amazing way everything fits together. You don't have to go far to get the bush. Yep. Ooh, there's the rain.
That's beautiful there.
So in one of the previous test flights that Neil did, we noticed when he was in cruise that the Zibo was swaying or rolling actually. It's not sway, it was a roll. Left, right, switches the autopilot off, it stops, switches the autopilot on, it starts to sway again. So Zibo says in this version that I'm testing, he put in autopilot or flight model stability changes. So I've reported that back to him. I'd love to see if my one does it. I don't know if it's just Neil that was so unlucky. You know? And it all every time seems to come back to the weather. You know, depending on the weather has got the influence. Bless you. Let me actually copy it for you. It's going to be easier to show you what he gave. There is your change log. Fix bugs, meter, 80 warning, enunciate, and then add some stability for flight model. Yeah, I hear you, Scotsman. The difference between the two is very simple. It's Zibo systems under the hood, obviously. It's Zibo, so you set it up, you run it the same way as Zibo. But Level Up makes their own model, their own sound, their own flight model, and they're responsible for the HUD. So any structural changes, graphic changes, sound changes, flight model, and HUD, they are responsible for. The Zibo side, us guys, we are responsible solely for the systems. So in this morning's video, I showed you guys how to use the Zibo mod very, very specifically. There's only 2 folders that you are allowed to copy over. And then if you do that, you can actually update your Level Up with the Zibo. But when Level Up does an update, you're going to have to basically re-download the whole thing, or, you know, get an update through them, so not us, you know, so just bear that in mind. Well, the moment Zibo releases 9, yes, then you can get 9, and then you follow that procedure I gave you this morning, and you simply, you know, copy and paste those 2 very specific little folders. If you haven't seen this morning's video, please go and watch it. If you do it incorrectly, if you just take the Zibo update and you copy it into Level Up, you break both aircraft. It's gone. You're gonna have to delete everything and start over. So please don't do that. You have to do specifically and exactly what I showed you to do. Thunder, if you haven't seen it, Andy, if you haven't seen it, you guys must please go have a look. It's in the first couple of minutes in the video. You don't have to watch the whole flight. It's literally that first little bit that's very important that you guys need to see.
Yeah, I was going to watch it before I saw you coming on here live.
Cool.
To level off.
while we sitting here and the last chat was about the update, you guys must always remember in the level up and in the Zibo, level up uses an exclamation mark, Zibo uses a question mark. If you ever wonder which version of the Zibo mod you have, just click on that last icon and it will tell you. And now that I do this, I feel like an idiot because this is not the right version. We're not testing the right version. I updated my level up this morning and I thought I did this one as well. How's that for stupid? Okay, we'll fly this route, we'll land, we'll update, then we fly back to Joburg. And we'll get the right one. So we've got a comparison of both of them in the same video. How's that? Get that update out before I forget. I hate this being human thing, you know, sometimes it's just too much. Thank you, Thunder. I'll have to do another one, Scotsman. My own stupidity.
Takeoff was great. We will see your landing.
Naughty, the bugs that we are talking about now is specifically, I think, related to changes in X-Plane. So we're playing a bit of catch-up with X-Plane. That's the most logical place where bugs get born. Laminar changes something and then we have to follow suit. We have to then make the aircraft compatible with this version. Okay, so that's normally where it comes from. Secondly, where it comes from is Zibo finds better ways of doing the code. Okay, so then he goes back and he looks at, you know, what he's had, what it's been doing, and then he says, okay, now I can optimize the code. And the third place where bugs are born is small little bugs like typing errors. You know, he maybe misses a comma or a full stop or something, you know, and it's just finger trouble. And then he just basically goes back and he does it incrementally. Yeah, 2 for the price of 1, why not? And also remember, Zibo is still busy transferring the code from XLua into C++. And in that translation, things also do go wrong. And then he has to go back and fix it. Right, we're 83 nautical miles, so we might as well start setting up now. Using 2 different FMCs in the 2 Zibos is confusing. I looked at this one and I had to quickly think, what now? 7. Yeah, we want to break. Yes, okay, we need to come down to 1000. Right, that should do it. Right, that will go around this 7,000, so that's perfect.
Ready for descent procedure.
Scotsman, I'm not getting that roll effect. Hey, look at mine. Mine's completely stable. And for those of you that do not know it, that is the Indian Ocean over there. When we fly to Cape Town, we get the Atlantic Ocean. This is the tropical side. This is a nice place to swim. This is really nice and warm there. No problem, Steve. Welcome. I'm going to do a turnaround flight here as well, Steve, so there's plenty of flying to come. I need to fly back to Joburg with the latest version because it seems I updated my level up, but I forgot to update my Zibo. So this test is like kind of whatever. So guys, what we'll do is when I land, I'm obviously going to go look for something to snack and some coffee and all. So the stream will continue running, okay? But I'll just excuse myself, and that would be a good opportunity for everybody to run and get coffee and snacks and all those things, just like me, you know? Naughty, that's awesome. Yeah, I've also got some nice hours on the level D sim here, and
Approach top
I
of
know
descent.
Zibo's is very close to it. Explain. It's very lekker, very nice. Here we go. UVP, it's okay. I'm gonna do a turn around and fly back to Joburg, so there's lots of flying coming. When I'm on the ground, I'm just gonna excuse myself for about 10 minutes, you know, get some stuff going on the background, and then I'll be back and we take off and we go again. Hello, Migma.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
Find yourself.
Oh, good, thank you.
I just noticed you were there. I was looking at the level up tutorial that you posted earlier.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's the important one. Morning, Papa Mike. Well, it's there. You can go to view. Let me show you. Here by view, you can actually switch on sunglasses, and that's what it does. Look, you know, it does help a little bit. It's not Ray-Bans, but it does help. No idea, Steve. No idea. I don't even know if mine works. I must actually check if mine works. Nah, you're welcome. Ask anytime. I just don't know everything, eh? You can see the difference with these glasses immediately, eh?
What's in the 9 update, Nico?
Fixed bugs, meter and auto throttle warning annunciator, and then added some stability to the flight model. The PMDG, that's payware, yes. The level up and the Zibo, all free. All of them are free. Yeah. Nice, eh? UVP, find a link for you. We plastered it all over the place, but let me grab it very quickly. Here we go. There you go. That will give you the 600, 700, 800, 900, and 900 ER. You're welcome. Renzo, I prefer xEnviro above any other weather add-on, including this real weather I'm flying with now. For me, it's absolutely worth it. I love it. While it's on special, I would recommend it. The only thing with xEnviro, remember, it only works on PC. It doesn't support Linux and Mac, and you need the proper VGA graphics card. Otherwise, you know, if you don't have like 12 gig of VRAM, I would say at least 8, but I've got 12 gig. It works fantastic. But less than 8 gig, you're gonna suffer. It's not gonna give you nice graphics. It's also about visuals. It replaces the entire atmosphere, so you're going to get a different sun and a different atmospheric look and feel. Absolutely changes everything. It changes your shadows, it changes the way that X-Plane looks and feels, it changes the water, it changes all the environmental stuff. Visual XP is just a smaller version of xEnviro. Okay, so up to you. I haven't spoken to the Visual XP people. Thank you, welcome. I haven't spoken to the Visual XP people in a while, whereas I speak to Andre from xEnviro almost every day, you know. Got a good friendship. And so I'm not even sure if Visual XP is still active. If it is, just tell me. So then I can also go and update mine, because I obviously have it, but I don't use it. No. XE version 1.34 is the latest. Yeah, the latest one will be 1.34. That's the one that's on special. Yeah, Magnus said he's going to give a special price while they are still busy adding the features. Okay, and then they'll lift the price again when the features are done. So they discussed a whole bunch of new things, and so on. We'll see what happens from here on. Here's our airport. That's where we're gonna land. Right there on
Flight
that
level
runway.
100. Landing lights switches on.
Wrong button, sorry. Local time here, by the way, is just
Approaching
after
transition.
5:30 p.m. That's why we've got the sun setting there.
Transition level.
007.
Ready for approach checklist.
brake on. Brakes on. So here, let's got the lights.
Thousand to level off.
Hello, Rob. Hello, your voice is a bit bad there. I don't know if you can make it a bit less muffled.
Radio altimeter.
Ready for landing checklist.
I actually think I am. I might have forgotten to update my show notes. Let's have a look. Say there. No, it's R2. 1.3 R2. I'll have to update my show notes. Thanks for
Cabin
that.
crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
My Bravo lights are off. No, my Bravo lights are off as well. I just realized they're not showing. That's interesting. They used to work.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch altitude.
I'm wondering, Steve, if it's not got to do with the explained update. Because I mean, they used to work, and now there's no lights on my Bravo, and my Bravo very definitely had all the lights working. The only light that's currently on my Bravo is the autopilot and the heading mode. But I'm not even using it, so it's confused.
Approaching 06.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it's related to the explain
500.
update then.
Clear to land runway 06.
Because, I mean, I didn't change anything on my system. You probably didn't either. So something else changed, which is that.
Minimums. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked.
Oh, that
Very
was-
nice, Captain.
Just what I wanted to say. That is actually
Auto
very
brake
nice.
use.
There we go.
60 knots.
3,000 feet
I
remaining.
think that was really cool. Now we're gonna have to drive back.
Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Thank you, Linda.
2,000
We
remaining.
missed those two off ramps there that we wanted to get to, but under the circumstances with the wet runway and all, you don't want to go and mess with the brakes and stuff and roll the aircraft.
1,000 remaining.
Ah, unstable.
Yeah. I love that plugin, but I sometimes hate it.
Ah, me too.
100 remaining.
Come.
Is this the 9 alpha update, Nico?
You
Zibo?
won't believe it. I updated the level up and I flew with it this morning, and this was supposed to be the 9 alpha test flight. Forgot to update the Zibo, so I'm gonna update the Zibo now. I'm gonna leave the stream running, right? So everybody listen up. We're all gonna run for coffee and snacks and beer and wine or whatever else, and then we'll be back within about 10-15 minutes max, okay? And then I'll have the 9 alpha loaded and we're gonna fly back to Joburg to do the test. Unfortunately, that...
The 9.
Sorry?
You forgot the 9.
I forgot to put it in the Zibo. I'm telling you, I'm just human. That being human thing got me today. I did it in level up this morning. That flight was with 9A, but not the Zibo. I forgot to update it.
Nico, quick question before you go.
Yeah.
Does it take such a long time to extract the files from the level up?
No, it's supposed to be quick.
Ah,
What are you
No,
using
no.
to extract with? Are you using WinRAR?
no, WinZip or something
Okay,
like that.
7-zip, yeah. Well, 7-zip is the one we all use, okay? Because each one of these other commercial ones are kind of wonky, okay? The level up aircraft is a smaller package than the Zibo package because it doesn't come with liveries. So it should take seconds to extract and to put into place.
Then I re-download another version because this takes too long.
All right, yeah, try it because no. I've seen a few people complain it takes like minutes to do. Then it's wrong.
Nico, I watched your video, but you didn't included a profile in the sim brief. Or should I do that? Or what do you think?
Some brief profiles are on the level up Discord and here on my Discord. If you go to the VA section here in Discord and you go to some brief profiles, they're all there except for the 900 ER. I never made one for the 900 ER because I never fly it.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
One person did report that my 900 package, that profile doesn't work. but I haven't been able to test it, so you're welcome to test it. I know the others work because I fly the 600, 700, 800 a lot, you know, so they should all work. After landing procedure. No, she's not listening to me. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure complete. Flaps up and set.
Alright, so then you have to download the latest XE from the threshold.
Yeah.
No, you can't load explain. No, it won't update. What you need to do is you need to go to the threshold and download the latest version there. Are you using explain 11 or 12? That's the other question, because the 134 I think is for explain 12. We can double check it. I'll give you a link just now and then you can figure it out. Give me a second, let me just park here. Mikwa? Yeah, give me a second.
I'm quite sure 1.34 is for 12
Nice.
only, I think.
Okay, we'll have to check. So let me quickly get all the links here.
Yeah, guys, I'm on 12.
You're on 12, and you're on PC, not on Mac.
Of course.
Okay. See, just check it. Right, there, I've sent it to you in PM and also I've put it here in the stream so someone else can also follow it. That's basically the update center, so that tells you the compatibilities and the things, so you can see, depending on your simulator, which one is best.
Great, thanks.
No worries. Thank you, Linda.
Nico, do you have any idea what that Janie updates Slender for the level up?
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Yes, I spoke to you, Janie, earlier. He said we must please bear in mind it was Christmas. The people are not really working now. So the Linda for level up should come just after New Year. They're busy also updating the scripts. Now that they have a released version of the level up, they can actually enhance it a little bit. So I said, yeah, that's cool. You take your time, do it proper, release it when you're ready.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's have a look. See. I'll release these people. Shutdown procedure. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please
Shutdown
listen
procedure.
carefully. I'm going to disappear now for about 10 minutes. All right. But Steve, I'll come back to you just now. But we're going to basically run to get snacks, coffee, toilet break, whatever. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to basically switch off, explain, update the Zibo to this latest test model. Then we're flying back to Joburg. Okay. So don't go too far. If you are interested in flying back with me, stick around. Otherwise, thank you for watching thus
Shutdown
far and
procedure
go
complete.
enjoy yourself. You know the story.
Ready for shutdown checklist.
All right. Okay, Steve. Yes. In terms of that exe, if you install xEnviro, if you install xEnviro and it doesn't work, or your X-plane doesn't want to start up, it will give you an error. There is an exe that you need to run. Okay, but I'll show it to you if it happens. I'm not gonna just show it and then people run away with something again. So install it as administrator, please. It must be elevated. So install as administrator, make sure X-plane is closed, and then we'll talk if it bombs out afterwards. Okay, that's it, gents. I'm going to run my AFK notice just to make sure everybody gets the message. If you want to fly with, you know the drill, you know the story. We'll be back in a few minutes. Gentlemen, here on Discord, I'm going to mute everybody, so you can feel free. I'll tell you when I unmute you, okay?
Bye, Nico.
Right, guys, I'm back. I'm going to quickly update the Zibo. Then I'll start with all the flight planning and everything. So there's my Zibo folders. There's the actual 9A update. So now we know it's done. Hey, Dominique. Dominic, the Marshallers is a plugin. Let me see if I can find the name. Resources, plugins. Auto DGS. It's that one, Auto DGS. So just search for it. It's on the org forum. Right, then the other thing is on the Bravo, those two little reversers that you have on top, the two little ones, they are completely useless. They broke, the wires are gone. My pods, in terms of the other 6 levers that are here, the first lever is completely useless. The last lever is still working. The second last lever is starting to give problems at the high end. The third one from the right is giving problems at the high end. So I think it's number 2 and 3 from the left that don't have issues. Then on the switches, the very far right hand switch is also dead already. You know, so it makes life a little bit difficult for me. Can't say I'm impressed with this nonsense. Right, now I need to close that down. I need to close that. Close that. We can start explaining again.
Is Evgeny ever going to look at that voice access problem?
What do you mean voice access problem? My one works. What are you referring to?
Yeah, it works, but there's always that warning.
Oh, yeah. The last time I spoke to him about that warning, he said to me, they can't do anything until they get the SDK. And the last time when we spoke about it, he said that Microsoft still has not released the SDK, so they can't do anything. They're waiting on the SDK.
Always thinking that Microsoft's going to pull that old voice access
They
in
will.
any update now.
They will, but at that point in time, they're going to have to release an SDK, and then we might have to just use the, widget for a short while until Eugenie catches up.
Got XE installed and updated to 134. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. So while we are waiting, I might as well do my flight planning now. Yeah, Dominic, that's about all you can do. That is really about all you can do.
I am ready for electrical power-up procedure.
Dominic, as far as I know, they're still in production, but it is going slow because the guy has to really start from the beginning again, you know, so we don't know. I'll have to check it out in time. Okay, let's take 6. I'm not using xEnviro because I have to do the test flight for Zibo, okay? But usually I do fly with xEnviro. So currently my one is disabled. You're right. Yeah. I suffered a bit. While I am on this page, if any of you are members of the Skymatix virtual airline, you guys must have a look at the things that I changed. This is probably the most important thing, automatic step climbs. Please enable it so that Simbrief can suggest appropriate flight level for you. You have to enable it to get the automation. The rest is fine. I just changed my contingency to make it more realistic, you know, so I'd go for 5%, 15. That's it. And the other thing is alternate airports, I only make one. That's it. And we can run it. Right, so here we are. Back in play. Let's check now. Question mark. There we go, 9A. Now we can do the test.
When you get a chance, can you go live in Discord, Nico?
Oh, yes, we can.
Thank you.
All right. Routes. Okay, so this time we're not flying to Lanseria. We're going to Oliver Tambo, the big one, International Airport. Well, Lanseria is also, but it's a small one, so go to the big one. Right, on pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Disconnected and
starting refueling.
Can you guys see the stream on Discord now?
Yes, sir.
Right, 6 minutes. Grab my OFB again. Right, just a minute going to 300. Wow. That's a bit shorter, so it's okay. Hello, Peter. Welcome. Alright, that's the overhead. That's fine. Right, that's better. Okay. Door damper and rest as well. Nice, let's go. Right, so these guys are all doing their little thing.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
1008.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Packs need to load now. And we'll come back. That screen. Step 1, 6. Right, we need alignment to happen anyway, so as well. We were quick. Rob, to remove the message error, you have error scenery default airport that. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and figure out what you mean there now. Error scenery. Just remove the folder we have to create. You'll be using AVS at the beginning before version. Oh, okay. Right. That's a good one. Because that stupid message is really irritating. Thank you. Appreciate it. Some days X-Plane just looks magnificent. Rob, can you remember what the name of that folder was? I'll have to search for this. UVP, can you show how you add the landing airport runway elevation to landing performance as well as wind and gusts? Okay. I think you're talking about that page 2 and 3. We'll get to it. When I'm in the air, remind me, okay, because it's going to be easier to do it then. Right, looks like we're ready to go.
Flight attendants, prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Linda, don't disappoint me now.
Trim up.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
You, my friend. When is taxi on? Oh, my taxi lights are on my joystick. Before start procedure.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Ready for before start checklist.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. (25N2). Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Thank you so much.
(25N2).
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Starter cutout.
Before taxi
Engine start
procedure.
procedure complete. Before taxi procedure.
Thank you, Linda.
Before taxi procedure
Tow is
complete.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
I am
Hand
ready
signal
for
on the
before
right.
taxi
We'll see you next
checklist.
time. Have a lekker flight.
Lightning.
Taxi lights on.
Ah. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna go find it.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff. Stabilized.
And we don't need that APT file for the rest of the simulator, are you sure?
Approaching 06.
Runway 06 confirm.
On runway 06.
Stabilized.
Yoga. Let's go.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Lovely.
Acceleration altitude.
How's it, Samuel? I'm still busy, in a day of testing.
Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition.
So what makes your machine so special? Why would it not work for you? That's my first question.
Flaps up and set. Transition altitude.
Oh yeah, that's sad. That is sad. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, unfortunate.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Sun is so bright. Oh, but it's very old. It's very old. So the systems in that Max is like what, 5-6 years old. So they're using very old technology, which is probably why it's still compatible with your system. Okay, got it. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, it's sad, man. All I can say, Samuel, it's sad. Wish it was different. Gotcha. Dave, so good to see you. Yes, well, it happens when you do stupid things and you have to redo things and things like that. Hello, Andrew, welcome. Yeah, so right now we are in the new test model. This is 09A. Scotsman tested it for us and he had some issues with the autopilot, so I want to see if I have the same or not. Hello, Rodrigo. Airport visual system, Sigma, airport visual system. Is that supposed to be in here? I'm not sure if I actually enabled it. Oh, there we go, there we are. See, that's ABS. Oh, excellent, excellent. Andre probably said something to his guys, because I obviously sent him your detail. I spent a bit of time with Andre before this flight as well, here on Discord, so 100%, you go for it. You're welcome. Would be just new generation stuff tend to want something more, you know, Samuel. The old stuff was easy. The new stuff wants plenty more. More resources, more tools, more everything. More attention, more love, everything. Mikma, are you and Thunder okay here on Discord? Are you still alive?
Live and kicking.
Right.
Just
let
be
me
my normal
change.
quiet self.
I know, so that's why I'm asking. Let me go and change this now, because everyone's asking me this thing. This is R2. Using R2. Okay, so press F5 and then go read it again. It says R2 now. 1.3 R2. Let's see what else I add. So, it looks like I've got everything else. Sorry guys, there you go, now it's right. Let me just double check again. 12.13 R2. That's what it is. Rob, I remember that now that you refresh my memory. I just needed to, get it in my mind again. Yeah, but we're flying so fast. I don't think you're going to see much splatter on the windscreen. Very difficult to see at the speed. Dave, part of the test is I have to use the default weather. So what we are seeing is not xEnviro, it's just default weather. There's no enhancement. xEnviro will one of these days include new proper raindrops, proper rain, but until then, just take what it gives us.
Thousand to level off.
Hello, John. Welcome. Okay, well, I don't know about you, but my system seems pretty stable. I don't see any rocking and rolling and swaying and anything other. This thing is as stable as can be, and we've got 31 knot wind. Not too much, but anyway. No, not right now. The test is for real weather. The next flight, when I do that, maybe later tonight or tomorrow, we'll be back with xEnviro. Yeah, the general rule with xEnviro is don't run it in beta. We had a little chat, me and Andre, about it earlier. Because there are issues with the beta, okay? And he said to me he can't justify chasing his tail in a beta, okay? Which is fair. I support him 100% with that. I mean, Laminar can turn around tomorrow and cancel the code, and then he lost all the time and effort making code to compensate for their nonsense, you know, because they're experimenting, and then he's out of pocket. So I run it. I don't really have a big problem. It's okay. You can see it in my streams. But technically, the guys are correct. They don't really want to say it works in a beta because of, you know, misalignments. Okay, Scotsman, you rest. As long as you're happy and there's no major, you know, hiccup that you need to report, I'm happy. I gave Zibo your report you gave me already. So if that's it, that's it. What do you mean why it does not update the weather? What, explain that to me like I'm 5 years old, because my one updates the weather. Do you mean it doesn't draw the clouds? Does it not put the QNH correct, the parameter? What exactly do you mean? Sorry, Rodrigo. But I'm going to need help on that description.
Ready for descent procedure.
Oh, goodness. I haven't done my procedures and stuff. I'm sitting here looking at the screen and not doing anything. Right, we need to descend 8,000. 8,000. We haven't done anything. So we want 1091. That's 500. Good, thank you, Scotsman. Oh, yes, of course. This is based on your forum post. Sorry, yeah, I'm blonde, man. Sorry. Yes, I remember now. Sorry, Rodrigo. Yeah, that's a good one. Good question. No idea. Execute. Right, so we need set minimum smoke. Absolutely, Dave. So, Rodrigo, if you go to a different airport, I presume it will work, right? You go to a different airport, xEnviro works, but it's that airport or that area that's the problem. I think I've done everything. Okay, let me show. Who was it? UVP that asked this. Let's quickly do this. So we go to the INET reference page. You see there's extra pages. Now you have to enable these pages in the EFB, otherwise you won't be able to see it, right? So what you do is you go to the second page and then you give the description of the runway. Okay, so if it's rainy and wet and snowy and poor, you can then set it over here. Now, in the real world, there are codes that you can follow that will give you the relevant information. So in our instance here, when I read the METAR, I don't see any problem, so I can say it's dry. Okay. Right, then if we go to the next page, what we need to do is we need to give the current temperature, which is 23, that is correct, and then we need to give the altitude of the runway. So if we go to, where's this thing? Now I need to share the screen, hold on. So if we look on our chart, it says there, the runway elevation is 5510, okay? We go 5510. It's not about the airport, it's about the runway. So we put that in there, and then it will do a temperature compensation for us. So here you go. Because of the temperature and the other atmospherics, we now sit with a runway that is actually much lower than what we think it is. Okay, so that's basically it. If you go to the next page, and you step through, you will usually, I don't see it, but it's like it didn't mark it for us. Usually there's like a star, a little asterisk in front
Approach
of
top of descent.
the actual leg, and that gives you the compensated elevation. Right. Now, I think the big issue here is this is made for cold environments, not hot environments. So we're currently flying in a hot environment. So we usually use this facility to compensate for the runway when it's 16 degrees Celsius or colder. All right, so I think that's probably why it's not working the way it should. Anyway. My daughter gives me a couple of things here and she says it's my stuff and I don't recall it. Alright, so there you go. Well, that I've given you the performance. So the big issue here is it's actually for cold environments, not hot environments. Maybe that's why the Boeing is just skipping it. But that's the procedure. Hope it made sense. The slowdown and the nose dips. That's a nice feature. Very nice. Saves you from, you know, the mental arithmetic and reading the tables and things, you know. Thank you so much, Thunder. Go look for it. There. Under your FMS, approach ref second page. So there's actually a second and third page, but that is your option. You have to enable that. Otherwise, oh, and you have to also enable your Barrett temperature compensation. So that's actually page 3. So that's page 2, that's page 3. So, yeah, both of them needs to come on. Oh my goodness, Rodrigo. Oh my goodness. That's weird. Still. Did you run the reg layer exe, Rodrigo? The reg layer exe. Did they tell you to do that, or did you do that or not? welcome, everybody. Let me show you something quickly. So in your explain resources, plugins, xEnviro, there is this thing in layers. You see layer? There is reglayer.exe. Do not run it while explain is running. Rather reboot your machine, make sure everything is nice and dead on your machine. Then come in here, run this little program. Okay, run it as administrator if you have to. I think it needs to be as administrator. This will put the registry entries for xEnviro, all the different layers and things that happen in there, into your registry. Okay, 9 out of 10 times when I've helped people, that is the fix. Okay, I just happen to know it. I'm not trying to give support on their behalf. Just be careful how you interpret this. I just happen to know that that thing is like a magic bullet for some people. And then after you've run this, go and check your xEnviro, see if it works.
Yeah, I think they recommend to right-click and run as administrator, Nico, for your regular. Yeah.
100% agree with that. All good, guys. All good. We all try and help each other here, eh? Okay, yourself, right? Oh, it's cool, Jet Power. Actually looks really nice. Hello, Christopher. Nice to see you. This is wow, I'm telling you, I'm loving it. I'm taking flipping screenshots every second here. Oh, that's not technical. Oh, that's so cool. Is that yours? Your legs? Yeah, no, for default weather, it's really cool. Very, very nice. So I've taken out the vectors. We're just going to go straight in. There's enough room to maneuver there. Yeah, Scotsman. We can't take you anywhere, man. We know you. We know you by now. Put the seatbelt signs on. They say every family has one. It seems fitting. Nothing shows on the screen, but as far as I understand it, it checks the registry entries that is vital for the use of xEnviro. That's what I understand. There we go. There's fly-by-wires. That's Andre. He's the creator of xEnviro. There, he's just answered you. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, now when my daughter comes in here and talks to me, my Dutch roll happens. I don't see it. Where was it? Did you really see it? Started in the turn. Okay, well, damn it, I missed it. I'll have to watch my own video now.
May do it on your next turn in.
Yeah, let's hope it looks.
It did do it a little bit, yeah.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Well, I'm glad you guys saw it, because I was telling my daughter she's a little monkey and I was going doing all kinds of silly things here with her, and you guys are checking my stream. Oh man, come on. Oh.
That's what we're here for.
I'm so grateful. You have no idea. Damn it.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. 1000 to level off. Flaps 1 set.
Oh, there's the runway already. Okay, stow the tray tables, guys. Seats upright. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened. Might be rocky. Thank you, thank you.
Radio altimeter.
That's correct. That's about what it should be. Fortunately, we had time to fix that. There we go. Time models. What time models? If you had time models, Joburg, and I didn't know about it, I would be very upset. No, this is default.
Well, that turn-in was rock solid, Nico.
Ready for landing checklist.
1000.
Brake on, put the brake on. Right, camera action.
Approaching.
Yeah, there we
0,
go.
3, right.
Clear to land runway 03 right.
$400. 300. Approaching decision height. Minimums 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Now I have to compensate for the ground rising up towards me as well, eh?
Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Just missed it up there.
Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Nice job, Nico.
Yeah, thank you very much. Posky, you're gonna have to wait for level up to fix it. You can't fix it. You have to wait. Yeah, the trick here is that rising runway. You've got to look out for that, and then you've got to do your normal story in between, you know. It's a bit of a tease, or whatever you want to call it. After landing procedure. I think it's mostly for some people. I don't really think it's for everybody, Posky, but if it is, look, the more people complain, they will have to adjust it. So, you know, in that event, only they can do it. Right.
After landing procedure complete.
Yeah, this is Johannesburg, by the way. Durban is where we took off, but the previous flight was going down into there. Do both. It's nice. It's quick. It's short. You see, it's really.
Flaps
It
up
doesn't
and
take
set.
forever, and you can do anything and everything you need to, to test in here as well. Right, so I'm gonna have to go watch this video, clip it, and then send it to Zibo then, so you can have a look. Still can't believe I missed it. Damn it. No, I don't, but if give me a few minutes, I can quickly switch it on and then just let you take a screenshot. But this is not the xEnviro, by the way. This is just default weather. The whole idea of the test was to see if the stability is better in the real weather in X-plane. Because in xEnviro, I don't have all the funny, funky weirdness. Okay, Dave, you enjoy it. It was nice seeing you as well. We'll chat again. What's the time now? It's only 7:20. Thank you, John. You too.
Nico, did your lights come back on your Bravo when you did the update? Okay.
I see Scotsman's flying again here upstairs. Hey, Scotsman.
Approaching 03 left.
Oop. Traffic. Ah. Hey, you play chicken with me, you nasty man. Yeah, he's got. It's okay. It's alright. I don't mind. Yeah, can you imagine playing chicken with me? Right, break set.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Here we go. Yay, we made it. And that is actually a movable. Oh, there it does move. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This was a bit of a marathon for me. I don't usually do flights like this, but I must say I liked it. And now that I had the time to do it, it was actually really nice. Thank you for sticking around, everybody that did both flights. And I hope you guys are going to have a blessed rest of your evening. Little Joburg's lights. Amazing. Okay, yes, let me quickly just also do that weather thing. Just manual. Flight changes. Ja, Marius, ek wag vir jou. Jy moet net sê wanneer, skree net. Stuur my 'n boodskap hierso, dan doen ons dit, hoor. Great, guys, I'm so glad you liked it. Let's see what this thing does. If we just switch it on, I hope it doesn't bomb us out. Okay. So how xEnviro changes everything.
So you need manual weather and X-plane for xEnviro.
Of course, because otherwise the two engines fight against each other. xEnviro is a fully encapsulated 100% standalone weather engine, plus it does all the other enhancements for you. So if you have another weather engine like the X-plane weather engine, pushing stuff in. It's going to fight with each other because the 1 minute the one's going to update, the next minute the other one's going to update. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, then the other thing that you need to do if you use xEnviro is in your graphic setting in X-Plane, you need to put your cloud quality to 0, okay? Because what happens is xEnviro draws over the clouds that's in X-Plane. It basically puts a blank texture in place of those clouds. And if you put full quality, it's going to degrade your performance in your system because it's trying to put the best quality forward in a blank picture. See what I'm saying? So that needs to come to cloud quality needs to be low.
Got it.
Right. And then the other thing is obviously go to xEnviro. These are my settings.
Yep, captured.
Okay. Yeah, so let's quickly just go a little bit higher. I'm not sure if it's dark enough. We can change the time of day a little bit. One of the new features in the new xEnviro, you see there, look how the city lights shine through from the bottom. See? Change the time. See, look at that. The city lights are now shining through from the bottom. Just gives it a little different, more realistic twist. Now with the new lightning, the lightning will also give a more realistic light up of the clouds than before. Much better. And this is basically the xEnviro night light now. Night environment. If you go back to the settings and you say draw default night sky, it will then put the moon and the stars and all the default stuff back in place. Now, Andre says he's working on it. He'll give us the moon and the stars when he's ready in xEnviro, but currently if you don't tick the box, you won't have them. So just bear that in mind. It's up to you which night system you want to use. But that's it. That's how it is right now.
Looks pretty cool. Can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm grateful that you guys stuck around a while, and thank you so much for all your support. Have fun. I just realized it is a bit late. I'll probably not fly again tonight, but tomorrow we're back in full swing. What are we tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday anyway, so we have the normal group flight at 800 Zulu, and then I'll try and do one in the evening again for the international guys on the Western Hemisphere, you know. See what we can do for you guys. Thanks, guys. Cheerio. Bye-bye.